George play?
If I want to.
Hello. I don't know why you were clapping, it's going to be terrible, but anyway. Hello everyone. Hello. My name is George Fellas. I would like to welcome you all to my first ever open mic. I would like the audience to excuse my performance tonight, but this is the first time I have been on stage since junior high school. And even back then, the only thing I was playing was a tree. I believe that was the case because my teacher was very short. And like everybody knows, short people have a vendetta with tall people. Because they wish they were us and reach the high shelves without the 3 steps there, or not get lost in the crowd. My exact height is 1.90 centimeters or 6.3 feet if you don't speak regular math. Who came up with feet as a metric system, by the way? And also, whose feet are we talking about anyway? They are not all the same, I can tell you that. You can't compare my feet with an average person's feet. You know what they say about people with huge feet, right? Yeah, nothing but bullshit. Waste of extra money on shoe sizes. Who said that? Meet me later in my hotel room. So, my height is always the first thing people notice at me. And it's always the same line. Oh my God, you're so tall. Can I please borrow some height? Can you please reach that for me and give it to me? And I always respond with, no, I'm not tall, you're just so short. Yes, you always will need some height. And get us there and get your own dancer, bitch. You know what I don't get with people? What makes an average person think that it's okay for them to shout at me? I'm almost 2 meters tall and I'm 110 kilos. What makes a stupid person think that it's safe for them to shout at me? If I were to compare our sizes, I would be a Labrador and you would be a fucking annoying Chihuahua. I love making fun of short people, obviously. I'm evil that way. And especially with the women. I met a woman at a club in Limassol, which is where I'm from, by the way. Best town to be and visit when you're in Cyprus. And you know people from other towns are going to bitch about this. But I believe that deep down they know that the best thing they have in their towns is a sign that says, to Limassol. There's only one reason a guy from Limassol will leave his town, and that is pussy. Either he's looking for it, or he has it and wants to take it for the ride. So, as I said, I met a woman at a club in Limassol. She was very short, like 1.45 centimeters. She was like this. The minute I saw her, I went like this. Did you lose your mommy, sweetie? Did somebody lose a child here? I don't think you get how short we are talking about. The gas price is now taller than her. The gas price is now taller. It's going to be taller than me soon. But anyway, I'm actually thinking of getting a donkey and ride it around in Limassol. And I'm going to name him Yannis or Pudding.
Yes.
So, speaking of clubs, they are finally reopened from quarantine and COVID-19. Let's applaud ourselves for making through another quarantine. Come on. Congratulations for not fucking dying. I am a nurse with a master's degree in oncology, alright? And I'm going to give you a piece of my mind right now because I have had enough. I believe that us medical professionals have had it worse in the pandemic because we continue to go to work regularly. We had more COVID deaths done to us than anybody else. We are expected to do the vaccines, and as things are going, we are probably going to do 100 of them. And we are dealing with you more. I had a guy that came out positive a while ago who was complaining why he should do a PCR test while presenting all the symptoms of COVID-19. And he asked with a straight face, what are the symptoms of COVID-19? 2 years into the fucking pandemic. Do you know how dumb you have to be in order for me to want to kill you? It was at that moment that I knew this pandemic ain't fucking ending. You know what I was curious about the other day? Who came up with CPR? Who saw a dead guy laying down? Alright? Okay, good. I'm getting to it, wait a minute. Who came up with CPR? Who saw a dead guy and thought to himself, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him until he wakes up? And then he proceeded to actually beat the shit out of him. Wake up! Wake up! Did the guy owe him money? What happened? Also, while I was researching this, I came upon an article that said that the resuscitation for the drowned victims was suggested by a French institute. Immediately I thought, who else but the French could think about this method? Imagine this, you're a French guy and you see a drowned victim on the beach and you go like this, oh my God, he's drowned, quick, let's wake him up with a French kiss. Can you imagine what happened when the victim woke up? What are you doing? I was making him up with a French kiss. Now I want to drown for real. So tonight, I would like to tell you a story about how I got a middle name. My middle name is Perlamos, which translates in English as amazing, which I obviously am. And I was bestowed at this name by fate at the bar in Limassol a long time ago. We're talking BC, before COVID. That's our new calendar. It was a simpler time when you could go to a bar freely and not be interrogated about who you are, where you came from, have a body search or a rectal exam. Rectal exam. Well, it was only me? That bastard at the entrance lied to me. So, I am in the bar in Limassol, much like this one, but less shitty. And I was there with two of my friends, and we were drinking and playing a game of ours. It's a game of dares, basically. One guy picks a girl that he wants to go talk to, and the other guy gives him the line that he's going to say. Needless to say, no one has ever given a serious line to be used, because we are assholes. Like, for example, I gave my friend the line, do you believe that sex is the first sight? Yeah, imagine our surprise when the line worked. But not to the girl he chose, to her friend who was standing next to her, and she got jealous when he heard the line. There's advice for young men out there, divide and conquer. So, we are at the bar drinking and I wanted to go talk to a girl. And my friend gave me the line, I want to lick your legs. So I went over to the table and I told the line and it worked. Again, I couldn't believe it. God must have broken through me. The girl went, sure, go ahead. And I tucked my head below the table and I started licking her legs. Yeah, I was licking for legs for days. So, at the rest of the, by the way, my girlfriend is here with me at the table, and this is the first time she's hearing this story, so we'll probably be single by tomorrow. Do we have any lesbians couple in the crowd? Any lesbians here? What, everybody's straight? Come on, we can come out. Hello. Thanks for coming out. I was always curious. How does equality work in a lesbian relationship? I know how equality works in a straight relationship. The man pays for everything and the woman complains for everything. But what about the lesbians? I assume gay men take turns. and then they do the same with the bills. Follow me later in Instagram. So here I am at the bar, and from now on I'm drinking at the girls' table. At some point I go up to the bathroom, and my best friend follows me in order to talk about my success and who is going to drive them home because I was driving. And I go inside the bathroom, I finish my job, I come out, my best friend goes inside the toilet, he closes the door, and I go to wash my hands at the sink. I lean in the sink to wash my hands, and I hear from behind me, "Dude, you're amazing." Let's pause here for some information about the situation. Every man in here has been hit on by a gay guy at least 3 times in his life, which are 4 times more than it should be. And every time our reaction is like Dracula's facing a cross. Something like that. You girls think that straight men are thirsty and sleazy, but you obviously haven't seen how gay men hit on us. Way more terrible.
Yeah!
You have some traumatic experience, I can tell you. Oh my God.
About that, man.
So, here I am leaning at the very short sink, and I have, as I have said, I am very tall. And I am terrified because I'm in a vulnerable position, because I'm halfway to doggy style. I start having an inner monologue. Okay, George, this guy's a pro. What kind of gay asshole hits on a man in men's bathroom? This man was determined, had a mission. He was ready for any ass whooping that was coming his way. Immediately, I clenched my ass cheeks. My sphincter is so hard right now, it's crush diamonds. I felt like some Goku trying to go Super Saiyan. Oh! Cold sweat was running down my spine. My life was flashing through my eyes. I decided to turn around and fight for dear life. But when I turned around, the bitch came out of me. I went like, "Excuse me?" To my surprise, I see a drunk guy barely standing up going like this. And he says it again, "Dude, you're amazing." There was a moment of silence there where I was trying to figure out what was going on. Was I being assaulted or admired? When all of a sudden, I hear from inside the toilet. I turn towards the closed toilet and I shout to my friend, "Dude, what are you doing in there?" And he goes like this while laughing. "I'm banging my head at the brick wall. I can't believe the gay shit I just heard." And he continues to bang his head at the brick wall. So I turn towards the drunk guy. I go, "Thank you, that's how my mama made me." And I ran away as fast as possible before anything else could happen. The funny thing is that I left my best friend behind on purpose because I needed a sacrifice in order to escape. God may rest his soul, I haven't seen him since. Thank you for listening to me.